It was 17.5 when I was selling them pies. Ask me no questions. I'll tell you no lies. This is the You Lied to Me Lush podcast, episode 3. And first of all, this is unique. I want to address everybody in the building, you feel me?
Dope.
All of y'all, because it means a lot that all of y'all came together for this evening. I wish that y'all could see. We're probably in the BTS footage. Gonna let y'all see. This is a whole event that came together for the Kush Stock homies, and we have different vendors. We got amazing brands in the building. So shouts to all of y'all. You feel me?
Right.
That's right. Thank you.
So much love. So much love.
Nothing
Tacos
without
El
them.
Moro got down again, the food.
I'm not gonna lie.
Man.
Sure did.
Okay, so
And they had chicken this time.
right,
Fire.
nice variety. And so, okay, I live near MacArthur Park.
Okay.
In a house.
All right.
I know that I need, or in an apartment. I know that I need to preface
Same
that
thing in
because,
California.
Right, same
Cost,
thing.
same price.
Oh yeah, no, it's a mansion in Alabama. But living over there, sometimes it's risky ordering food late at night. And this isn't one of my proudest moments, but I do enjoy the original chicken sandwich from Burger King. I catch a lot of hate from this. And I had one a couple nights ago, did not agree with me, and I've been fighting food poisoning for the past 2 days.
Man.
But despite the fact that it's going against my better judgment, I had to try them tacos, and they're fire. And it didn't give me food poisoning.
It actually probably healed you. So that's why you should come to Kush Stock.
That's
Just to
why.
eat that to get healed. I mean, in all
Exactly.
different type of ways, not just from, the food,
And
but
Build the Blunt is here.
Build a Blunt is here.
Build a Blunt gave me some shrooms. All right.
Oh, yeah, you're feeling good.
Like, Build a Blunt gave me some
I don't
shrooms.
do that. But,
Hey,
how was that?
It's legal in California, so
Okay.
it is legal. Or it's like, I guess a gray area.
Yeah.
I'm
for it.
chilling. I'm chilling.
That's dope.
absolutely
We
chilling.
all are.
Yes.
I think that was the good part of us starting this is that we're chill already.
In the vibe.
Yeah, in the
vibe.
vibe. That's
And
what's dope.
I have some esteemed individuals with me, international icons with me,
Yes.
world traveled, world renowned, started from South Central Los Angeles, never thought that he would leave the block, you feel me, and wound up making an impact on the entire world.
Basically, yeah. Straight up.
My mans, you feel me? MEMO, if y'all don't know now, you know, you feel me?
Yeah, that's what's up, man.
From the IBKC. And what is that if they don't know?
It's the International Bully Kennel Club.
Okay.
So it's a licensed club that was placed for our culture, for our dogs, and our sport, the American Bully Game.
That's right. And we're gonna delve into all that. Please introduce these esteemed individuals. I think this dude might stab me at any minute. So
He stabbed me with some bomb dog information.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
All
That's Mr. EB right there from
Concrete Crushers.
Concrete Crushers,
That's
man.
right,
And
that's right.
He's a coming up breeder that has a lot under his belt and soon enough to be a judge, an international judge. And I'm real proud of that for that goal, man. We should be taking our hobbies to other levels. And you got really Mrs. International, Miss Bully T. She's the CEO of the International Bully Kennel Club and the head general of the administration. And she oversees offices in South Africa, Spain, Ecuador, Colombia,
La
Mexico.
Madrina?
La Madrina
Yeah.
in the house.
okay.
An exclusive woman breeder that's also that took her hobby to another level. It's my wife also.
That's
so
right.
it's good to work together and travel together. And we're making a huge impact in our industry with what we're doing. And we're back home here working in LA for Kush Stock.
Okay, there's
The Mecca.
the absolute Mecca. Shouts to Kush Stock, now that Kush Stock is integrating
The dog
dogs,
shows to it, yeah.
Right.
There's so much to unpack, but
Yeah.
before we get there, the whole thing is beautiful, and my Hyena is an artist, right? So she painted, all these are her paintings.
Wow.
She did all this. So
That's
we work
amazing.
together. We're
Yeah.
building our
I
dream
was
together.
just thinking about who made this.
Yeah. That's everything
is
except for the
awesome.
piece behind me. Everything else is all
Yeah,
her.
that's dope artwork.
Yeah, no, she's
very
amazing,
talented.
and we're like building our empire and our dreams together.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And seeing y'all,
Yeah.
that's inspirational.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
I want to know, how do y'all do it without wanting to kill each other.
Oh no, yeah.
Well, first of all, we're still here.
Yes.
no
So
more
no
alcohol.
one's dead.
No, you got, man, we've had some adventures. We've used to travel almost every weekend for like 2-3 years, and it's been, if at first,
Humor is definitely a part of it. We
I'm
got
gonna
to be
keep it real, like,
humorous.
we at first
You
we
know?
took it as more like,
'Cause people
you
aren't
know, we're
perfect.
doing a job, it's fun, and we partied a lot, you know what I mean? And
Yeah.
we used to get into all kinds of dumb shit. But
No Diddy parties, right?
No.
Never mind. Too soon.
I think
The indictment's pending.
we were both too. I think we were both too gangster. I think once we got on a good one, we were against the wall, like
Yeah.
getting
Yeah.
ready. Like,
And I had rules, and one of them was never mess with anyone in the music industry. So, and I was 16 when I thought about that rule.
Yeah, so.
And I survived that era. So I'm a
But no,
survivor.
it's been a cool ride. She's more an administrative side. She handles the office and the people that
Yeah.
work in the office.
Okay.
Because there's a huge administrative side to it. Me, I'm
So I
more
come from
hands-on
corporate
on the
America,
field.
actually,
Ah.
since I was 20 years old.
So she,
Okay, Karen.
Don't forget that.
Actually, it's been a blessing to me because I was doing this freestyle and doing it on a major level, but not constructively doing it. Had my administrative right until I brought my wife involved, and she since that the structure and the building has been way more better. We have
So-
a good foundation.
It's
now.
crazy how
We've
they do
been-
that, right?
We've
Yeah,
been like
yeah.
to a lot of places with these dogs. Like it's brought us together actually, and we
Yeah.
got to have fun. And
We've had some cool experiences.
we've been to
just
Brazil,
good,
to
bad,
Spain, to
everywhere.
France,
Okay.
a lot of places.
That is, okay. It's so amazing. How do you travel with the dogs? Like, what's
Well,
the process?
basically, we don't travel with the
internationally?
dogs.
Okay.
We're attending shows where there's already going to be a bunch of dogs.
Okay.
So
Yeah.
that's basically we're not flying.
Because that's like
out with dogs
impossible.
and-
You can't like
Yeah.
fly dogs in
I mean,
Brazil, right?
you-
Like,
I mean, if you're going, there's some people that are very passionate and competing
Yeah.
on an international level because there's titles to put under your belt.
Right.
One of those titles is international champion up to international grand champion. So some of the people do take it to another level, and you're going to see them in another country trying to whip ass
okay.
right there also.
okay.
You
at
know
the
what I mean?
dog show,
So the
right?
competition of
So don't forget, we
Yeah.
have one October 26th, the Kush Dog.
Oh, yeah.
And that's the first dog show actually that's 21 and over because we're a family-friendly environment.
Yeah, these events are more
so this is a
family-oriented.
big deal.
Right.
This one is
Because the
more-
culture's changing. So
Right, right,
it's
right.
just like I'm a woman CEO. Like, huh? Like I even go, wait a minute. I look in the mirror, like, what's going on here? So I'm with you guys.
No, that's incredible. And you're
So,
competing.
but
So
it's exciting. So don't forget to come out October 26th, Kush Talk, and it's free. So
And it's
it's
free,
free to come
baby.
in.
Yeah.
And all you got to do is sign up for the dog show. The dog show is $20 to register. We got a special.
Yeah,
So-
get with Beefy. You'll see all the Instagram posts. Get with those
Yeah,
guys. Get
And
in-
not
get
just
in when
any
you fit
dog
in.
could enter, right? Like,
Well, yeah,
Basically
we have
any
different
bully breed
classes.
dog. We got from Rottweilers, Dobermans, American bullies, all the classes of it, exotic bullies,
Right.
French bulldogs, and English
Cater to the
bulldogs.
bully breeds, but now we've been
Right.
open for all breeds for
Yeah,
a while
when we
now.
first started, it was basically only like our style of dogs. When we started, they were called pit bulls. We couldn't name them that. They didn't look like pit bulls no more.
Right.
We had to change the name on them. And so when we
because the
started,
genetics just were so altered at that point.
the dogs are being bred for other things besides fighting now.
Right.
Yeah.
So their metabolism slowed down, and he started.
But they're
looking
actually a
like me little
family
bigger.
companion dog that wouldn't harm a fly. Just like this
Always-
guy. It's a perfect example. This guy, what you said he was going to bite you,
No, he's
right?
gonna
No,
stab
he's
me.
a harmless.
Yeah.
Just like an American bully. Like
Yeah.
they're so wonderful.
So
I'm literally
all the
leaking
bully
blood
breeds,
as we
French
speak. Like,
bulldogs.
I'm not,
Yeah, don't forget we
No, but
register
we did-
French
we did-
bulldogs
we-
and bulldogs,
We
English
revol-
bulldogs. We register
revolutionized all that.
all
you
the
know what I
bully
mean? Where
breeds.
it's
So
like they all came on.
and you know what? Like pit bulls are some of the sweetest creatures that I've encountered.
Yeah, yeah.
Some of the dopest animals are bully adjacent.
The beginning of this was huge advocating for that and to change the laws because we couldn't do what we're doing now. What we're doing now is a blessing, but we had to change the laws to do that. And we
Right.
had to come together, all the neighborhoods had to come together to show light to be able to change those laws. So now, fast forwarding, we're having huge events. A lot of organizations are throwing them. But we're taking something, what we're doing to another level now to mainstream the industry. We're going to not just regular dog shows, we're going where people that never seen this world or know about the dogs to become fanatics and join the world now.
Right, we have fanatics here right now. We have
Right.
purebred kennels. He came out with his daughter. And what's the other kennel that came out?
Midnight Bullies.
Midnight Bullies, of course.
And Mr. EB's kennel.
Midnight Bullies.
Concrete Crushers.
Right.
I'm not
Yeah,
gonna
so
lie,
it's
this
like-
place is filled with beautiful dogs.
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
And so this dog brings everyone together, and this is why I work here, because I love to see that, and it's a feeling that I have never felt ever before until I was in this type of community.
Right.
So I feel really grateful.
It's a lot of camaraderie.
Yeah, to have
I'm glad you said
you know.
Extremely a lot of.
Be here
That's
and
that's
be with
the
Guillermo.
foundation
And I want to be here
of
because
why
of
this
unless
got
I had
so
Guillermo here.
successful.
So
Because of the
he's a founder
the-
to me.
Right.
You know,
the piece
I keep
that
telling
it
him, make the
brought.
founder
Mind
statement.
you, when we started here, everybody that was involved were from different, way more bigger, different neighborhoods, and we all never got along. And this
Can you
shit-
some help with this mic real quick?
It's falling down.
Yeah.
But here, let it go.
No, I mean,
But
gotcha.
yeah, no, that's what catapulted this industry was what the dogs that can't even speak brought a lot of people together and
Right.
and continues to.
And I think that just is a testament to just the love that dogs as creatures embody, and
Yeah.
the spirit and the positivity. Truly, man's best friend.
Right.
Truly, man. The
And that's why you should have
silence
healthy
loyalty they give you is
dogs.
amazing.
Absolutely.
Yeah, you should want the
absolutely.
best for the dogs at all times, you know?
So, and what does that entail? Like, what is like? How does one maintain a healthy dog and make sure that you keep your dog healthy?
Well, you got to make sure that they have good health by feeding them good food and loving them and interacting with them every day, cleaning them, just normal stuff you would do with your own children. You got to treat them like you would treat your child. That's how I say, which I hope you treat your child really well, because I do.
Absolutely, absolutely.
You would like, if you want to call my child spoiled,
You guys can
no
hear me?
problem. I don't take offense anymore. They used to back in the day, but no problem. They're spoiled, awesome.
Right.
Because I know I
That's the
wasn't.
goal. That's the goal.
I was not. Yeah.
And then since the dogs was like always, like anything, especially here where we're from in LA, we're looked at from all over the world, from the music, the clothing, the cars, the dogs, and so that's what brought us abroad. That we gotten a lot of people that embrace our culture, and they take it also. You know what I mean? And
Absolutely. I want to get down to the whole origin story though. So, growing up, South Central Los Angeles, what was it like back in the 1930s
guess
when you were growing up?
No, he's not that old.
yeah, no, like late '80s, '90s, baby.
Yeah.
Being in South Central was. First of all, a lot of people that know me know that I like the school and sports and everything. And yeah, I was a member of a gang, and it's not just being a member of a gang because I chose to be, but because I lived there, and that was what it was. And
So is that
that
are
was
you
a part of our culture?
Is that like generational? Were you kind of born into it?
Yeah,
Like,
and you live there, and no matter what, like you become from that. You know what I mean? And I think that was a good foundation for me for what I've built. You know what I mean? I learned a lot in the neighborhood, and I've taken it with me to abroad. You know what I mean? And what I've learned, you know, being respectful, not taking no shit, and always trying to do right. You know what I mean? And I think that all those bases help this grow. What I'm doing now with the dogs.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Now, South Central LA is a very ethnically diverse area. You know, there's a lot of
Well, when I was
there's
growing
a
up,
lot of blacks and a lot of brown people.
that's all it was. That's all it was, and that's all I grew up around, and that's all I knew for a long time, until like I went to school somewhere else or something, and was interacting with white people. Wasn't interacting with a lot of white people before.
Right.
And where we grew up, yeah, it was just black and brown. That's it, a lot, and that's it.
And
You know what I mean? It wasn't just like, oh, a lot of Mexicans. Oh, no,
Right.
just like, nah, it was really a lot of Mexicans and a lot of black homies, and that was South Central. You know what I mean?
and
Yeah.
y'all kind of were the originators in setting the pace for black and brown unity in the city. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah, we were. When it came to the dog game, a lot of us did come together for the dog game.
Right.
A lot of different neighborhoods got together to put a lot aside for this to grow, because we really loved these dogs. We really liked the whole action of the dog breeding and showing and trying to have like the best dog. Like any lowrider club would want to have the best
Right.
cars. And a lot of these lowrider clubs, basically, we looked up to because a lot of these car clubs are car clubs with people that are from also different neighborhoods, and they gotten along for that love of that passion of lowriding, and we did it for the dogs. And I think we showed face real well to where it went, first of all, across America. Almost every hood in America was following the rules to like have good events, to make us look good, because back then this was illegal. We couldn't congregate like that. You know, I mean,
Why was it illegal?
Well, first of all, the American Pit Bull dog and type has been banned across America at that time like crazy.
Vilified.
And that dog was only being promoted on national media for over 20 years as a vicious animal. So we had to change the name of the dog and change the perspective of what the dog is being bred for. And
the sport was different back then, though, too.
Yeah, there was a gentleman's sport.
Had to change as well.
Yeah, back then it was a gentleman's sport, and it was the dogs were slowly being bred to be ultimate warriors, man, and to their last breath be going at it.
Right.
And so we had to change what we were doing, because
So it was all about squabbling at first, really.
Yeah, no, it's that with time. You fast forward with time, you know what I mean? That's inhumane now, and that's not looked upon very well. You know what I mean? So
this is a serious question.
Yeah.
Michael Vick. Do we feel like Michael Vick, or do you feel that Michael Vick was kind of wrongly criticized? Do you feel like he was put in a bad position, or do you feel like he deserved to get treated the way society
when
at
did
large?
that happen? 2005, 6?
It was a minute ago. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I at that time had produced a hit publication called the Atomic Dog magazine, and it blew up.
I remember
It was
actually
okay,
seeing
so
that. Yeah.
and it was Michael Vick was going through that in the mix of us blowing up as a pit bull magazine going mainstream.
Right.
Right.
That's crazy timing. Huh?
Crazy timing. And so at that time we already had Zach Randolph, we had Jermaine Dupri, we had big people in the magazine already.
Yeah.
Showing light in a positive way, these animals.
Thank God, not Puff Daddy. I mean,
You know, so Lloyd Banks, a bunch of people, you know, that were dog fanatics were like, hey, we got to be on that publication. And at that time...
Did he just bought the collars?
yeah, to say it.
But Michael Vick was in a position to where he could have shed a better light on the situation for it to grow.
Right.
And because he did know about the magazine, and we did hear from his attorneys at one point, and we just decided not to put him on the magazine.
Didn't really
and
want to
give
be
us his-
aligned with.
Yeah, he wanted to say his story, but we were like, I mean, we're cool, man. You know what I mean? We look real down on that.
Yeah.
You know, we don't. A lot of us in our industry, that's like the voodoo of anything to be fighting your dog. You know what I mean? So
Right.
We're not cool with that.
It's
at
like
any time.
Yeah,
regardless,
it's
you know what I mean?
beauty contest, I like to call it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
Trying to
These
see.
dogs are like our kids.
Yeah.
Right.
One of the only places you see guys tatted up on their face.
Right.
Google talking their dog and kissing them on the mouth.
No, you
Right.
You know what I mean?
Right.
You see what you see here, but when you go to an event, you see people that don't dress the same, don't listen to the same music, different nationalities.
All walks of life.
Come together
100%.
for the
All
love
the
of this
time.
dog. Yeah.
All the time.
It's amazing to see. That's why you should come out
And-
to any one of our dog shows.
Yeah.
That,
They are
especially
more
October 26th
family-oriented
at the
shows.
Kush Stop.
Especially October 26th.
Especially
October
because it's
26th is-
21 and over.
Show right there.
So like as much as you love, like I love to go places with my family, my kids, but sometimes I need
'Cause the kids
some
are a
time
major
with my
part of
man.
Right.
21 and over, because that's what keeps a healthy relationship. And you gotta
come out
get
with-
better with
come out
that.
and do some
And so
adult
that's a
dog
good
shit.
time to do it on
Yeah, right?
October 26th.
Hire
And it's
the
free. And wait,
babysitter.
and it's free. Oh my gosh, come on.
Yeah, and it's free to come out. It's,
Yeah,
you
hit
know,
that link. for the
Yeah,
free
you know, you
tickets.
might have to
Hit the
bring
link.
some money for
Click
some
the
food.
link.
Don't be cheap, because come on. You know, you got to pay to play a little bit, but damn, it's free to get in. October 26th, Kush Talk.
He's not the only one who's going to be
Oh,
there. There's
yeah.
gonna be barbecue.
And don't
Fire
forget
vendors.
Hey, we got
about that
Baldi's
birria.
mixed
And
drinks.
he
No
has a
way.
variety.
Hey, my boys from Baldi's
has
mixed
chicken.
drinks right there. They gonna be up in there.
Yeah.
Get you faded. It's like 2 buzz balls
And
one.
they have the
I ain't gonna lie.
drinks. Oh my gosh, the
Fire.
Fresca drinks. They're not here today, but those
something
two.
that's grown now to where we could start enjoying it on different levels. On a family, bring your kids level.
Right.
And on an adult Kush Talk level.
You do
know what
all
I
the
mean? So-
above. It's
Exactly.
for so when how old were you when you first realized like, okay, I have a serious interest in dogs and I want to
My life, my whole life,
Okay.
Me and everybody on the blocks and the other homies, we were all really into dogs. Like,
Okay.
like
I would
really-
like to say the first dog show was in someone's backyard.
Really?
Right?
Okay.
Yeah.
And they were just like,
well, they
hey,
weren't even
look
dog
at my
shows. They were
dog.
just
Look
like-
at what I'm doing. Look what I'm doing for this
a
dog.
couple
Or
of dozen
showing it
people
off
and
or
a couple
something.
of dozen dogs with some
Yeah.
food, and we just
Homie,
congregated.
you got
know?
you got an all white pit with a red nose. How can I get that?
Yeah.
Right.
You know what I mean?
That's how
Hey,
it,
old boy from so and so's
then-
neighborhood, he's got one like this that looks like this.
Yeah, and then we did it not only in LA.
Genetics.
We were doing it in Fresno, Sacramento, Oakland, and then we went out to doing it in Texas, the East Coast, Florida. You know,
I mean,
we
he tells
started
me
meeting a lot of
stories.
people, you
He
know
has
what
stories. Okay, let's talk about his stories. So he's been on buses, literally
when I
all
went
over the
crazy with
United
this.
States.
I jumped on the Greyhound.
He went to Spain over 15 years ago,
Yeah, I've been doing it for a long time.
and that's the #1 office right now in,
I started going
in
abroad
Spain.
in 2005.
International office, office. So.
Did you guys know each other previous like to
Yeah, we knew each other before.
Yeah.
But then, like, I got back with her, and she started structuring everything that we had to be more professional.
Did you know that you wanted to be like fully immersed in dog culture previous to you getting busted and your time in
No,
prison or what?
no,
So it was
no.
when you were in prison. You
No. When being out of prison already, and already having successful businesses and stuff, and I'm gonna keep it real, man. That just the love of the animal sparked something in me and a bunch of people around me to start doing something that was like that was going to be pretty promising, and we really didn't know it until we really started putting time into the dogs. And we had
Right.
specifically a good friend of ours that was, he was probably like, the alpha of the bunch, and he was going to prison.
Okay.
After us already been going through all of that and lived it,
He's younger or
he's
what?
an older cat.
He's an older
And
cat.
when he went, he was like, "Hey, take care of the dogs," and we were like, "Fuck!" And I started taking care of the dogs and looking more into it, finding more people that had dogs, and found someone in Louisiana. Jumped on the Greyhound, didn't come back for a month, going kennel to kennel and meeting people and coming back home.
It's safe to say that it's like a safe zone.
Got
A
you.
major safe.
Right.
It's a safe zone. It's
And
a
then-
safe
Right.
zone. to
And
bring
then a little bit of
family.
like,
Right.
and then you start making a little bit of money out of it. Like, I always did it for a passion of like trying to produce badass dogs, but I think from loving it and being loyal to it, money started coming on its own. And I became a successful dog breeder doing it also. And
What was the we spoke on this earlier.
Yeah.
And this was fascinating to me. How did it, because a lot of people, they think once they go to prison, oh, I'm never going to be able to leave the country. I'm not going to be able to get my passport. I'm not going to be able
yeah,
to.
homies got to educate themselves while they're in there, not only just to survive in there, but educate yourself.
Because like you've
yeah,
gone to
thank God I was brushed
156
up.
countries, you said?
Yeah, we work in 156 countries.
You work in 156
and the
countries.
Well, we
person that
don't
handles it the
work
most-
in 156 countries. We serve.
we serve 'em,
We
yeah.
serve.
But me personally,
no way
I've
you
probably
get-
been to all of them already.
You've been to almost all those
Damn.
countries.
I've probably been to about 60 of them.
Right. That's
Which is
still
still a
crazy.
lot,
That's
you know
still
what I mean?
crazy.
Touching on that, I've been on paper
Yeah.
since 2001.
Okay.
In 2015, when I got into the bully game,
Yeah.
I've been showing dogs since '96 in AKC.
Yeah.
Like different breeds: Belgian sheepdogs, German Shorthairs, Rottweilers, Belgian Taverns. And I came into the bully game. 2015, I was fighting 48 years to life.
Wow.
On bail for 4 years the whole time. Never got offered a deal less than 48 years for 3.5 years. But the whole time I was showing my EB in this community. So this community, all the registries I was going to, Memo's back in the day. He doesn't remember me back then, but I was hitting his shows
He's got
too.
more tattoos, that's why.
My dog was registered in his kennel too.
Amazing.
And I was me showing up every weekend, hitting these shows.
The sobriety part is a major part of the matter. Have changed their lives when they got into this hobby.
Yeah.
Drug free. Let me clarify. Drug free
Yeah.
for me.
Right.
You know what I mean? I
Right.
drink.
No,
but
congratulations on that. That's
Drug-free.
amazing.
See, I don't drink.
So
I have no business drinking, and I need to smoke some weed. It just calms me down. And I'm just, you know, it's a little bit. That's why you should come to Kush Talk,
Right.
October
Kush
26th.
Talk,
Yes.
They got
All
some
these
weed.
drinks.
I mean, if you want, and they got edibles and all
for
that.
sure, man. A lot of people don't get educated enough, but I was lucky to be around some people that really know what's going on and try to better yourself. So immediately when I was released from doing what I had to do in there, I expunged my record. I had hired an attorney and paid him wellly and did it the right way and expunged my record. And so me not knowing, right? I just did it because that was what I was taught to do. When you get out, you get with this, that's what I was taught to do.
Right.
And then later on in the future, it was like nothing to get my visa because my shit, it was expunged. It was easy to get a passport. I wasn't bothered with anything, and so it was pretty cool.
So I really hope that everybody realize my boy just added a crease to y'all craniums. You feel me? He just sprinkled some game.
I need a little extra sprinkling. You know, I'm curious because I'm currently. I just got off paper in June. I got my parole discharge card, right?
So I don't know what the laws are now.
Can I try? Like I'm supposed to do a show.
I expunged my.
in Rosarito.
In
Can I go?
98,
Or are they
1998.
gonna keep me at the border?
You're not a citizen?
Wait,
No. I don't know how that goes. Like
Where
I
were
just
you
got
born?
my. I was born here.
All right, so
but
they
no,
can't
but
deport
I've
you.
heard stories being busted. I heard stories. For they.
Nah, they're deporting people that weren't born here.
No. Like if I cross over.
Uh-huh.
I'm going. We're doing a show in Rosarito. I go over. Am I gonna be able to come back? Or they gonna just parole.
No, if anything, they wouldn't let you there. They'll stop you
Okay, see,
going
that's
through.
what I'm saying. Like, I don't know. I haven't been across the border since I was 13. I'm
Yeah.
43
Yeah,
now.
no, yeah.
You know what I mean?
As long
Like-
as you're an American citizen, you're gonna let you in, no matter what.
It's just a matter of being allowed to travel.
Especially if you're in the system.
Yeah.
Of course. They're gonna know. Oh, this guy's from here.
So at a certain point, you got recognized by the House of Representatives, right?
Yes, I have been awarded.
That's
for-
like one of
for
the
my
branches
work.
That
of
is so
government.
amazing.
Like, what the fuck?
like that is awesome.
You feel me? Like,
I can't even believe that's true, but it is.
She was there. It was your first ever dog show.
Yes, it was.
so how
And
do
he
you
got awarded by the House of Representatives
Oh,
of Hawaii
what is your first thoughts when
and
you
recognized for the whole this whole
Yeah,
thing.
I was.
you see a bunch of hula pulling up? You feel me? Right? Like,
Simone shit came back. Oh man, the feds are here.
It was like, oh shit, at church.
It was one of
In a
that
grass
was-
skirt.
Yeah, no. I mean, where I come from and whatever, of course, you get that first feeling when the cops come around.
Right.
Like, hold on, what the fuck? Like,
right.
But it was probably one of the most biggest highlights of my life, man. And it was a huge. It turned into a huge, like emotional thing for me because I never realized that I was doing things so much that I never thought anybody was even paying attention to what I
Right.
was doing.
Wow.
What better of an inspiration? I'm just saying, like. There's other people in the same industry, right? Having been through what you and come across to this side, and there's those of us that are going through, have been through, the same types of situations. You see the success stories like yourself coming across the other side.
No, it's very inspirational.
It's very inspirational.
Yeah, no, I was changing laws abroad, man. Just not here, not only here in LA and a bunch of other places, but like the islands also. And a lot of these laws that were changed was for the better of the dogs because, for instance, some of these states have quarantine laws.
Like
They're
Hawaii.
rabies, like Hawaii.
Right.
They're rabies-free states, and like for instance, say Mr. EB bought a dog from California.
Yeah.
And before he went to his state, he had to be at a quarantine.
Right.
And so there wasn't a lot of it wasn't no openings for people to go visit your dogs and feed them so they could get to know you. So when they come out of the quarantine, they know you. And
So they're not properly socialized.
Quarantines, like if they buy exotic breeds,
You're just
So that's
family. Like, can I see my family?
We made these quarantine facilities allow the families to come in and feed the dogs. Because a lot of these dogs were coming out
'Cause that's healthy.
skittish and all
Yeah.
that. And
Right.
so that was one of the things that we were able to do and change a lot of quarantine laws for the better of the dog. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And so that way the dogs are more family oriented from the beginning that they're getting there. Why? Because
Absolutely.
a lot of these dogs that were coming to these quarantines were coming in as puppies. You feel me? So that was one of the laws. I mean, just getting a lot of the neighborhoods together to
Yeah, and that's what I was going to say. Not anybody can do that to get a lot, to be able to maneuver. And also, I mean, there's so many challenges. First, getting the city unified, right? And then you got to get that you were talking about going up to places like Oakland and San Jose.
Yeah.
Then there's a whole Fresno, you know what I mean?
Yeah,
That's
so
a whole
we're-
lot. There's a lot of different politics and all that.
super, but we made sure that we none of that was played on our playing field.
Right.
You know what I mean? A lot of us were real good dudes from our neighborhoods that people looked up to, so our words went a long way.
Can I ask a question? Maybe a conversation we had a little bit, if you could clarify a little bit.
Yeah.
Because I saw the post that you posted.
Yeah, yeah.
And I saw some.
Yeah, so when
The
we started this
IBKC.
industry, one of the major things that we had to do was, excuse me, shout out to Build the Blunt.
Woo! Build a blood.
And Build the Blunt's
It's
gonna be
hitting
at
right now.
Those
Building
things-
Blunts.
October 26th.
They really don't go out. They literally just burn for infinity.
Yeah, like it's some really
You
bomb
feel like it
products.
ain't
Like
moving
not
big,
even
really
playing.
don't.
They're on their own level.
So when we got to a level where we wanted to really take this to another level, we had to lobby a lot to change the laws. And in the mix of that, we were not successful because we didn't have any sanctioning bodies that were licensed and compliant
Right.
to give their testimony to help us do that. These registries that we were patronizing, like they've been around for hundreds of years, and they were just
Right.
taking our money and registering our dogs, but not showing face to help us so we could grow. And so we had to establish our own kennel clubs. And
Wow.
yeah, and so in the mix of us establishing our own kennel clubs, we didn't know the business of it, the administrative business part of it. We just knew about, the rules, a lot of the rules, what it is for the sport, the breeding part, but not basically a functioning club like it should.
Right.
And we got sued a lot by these people. And that's how
So
basically
it's expensive lessons.
super expensive lessons. And
Paved the way.
but from learning that, we came from you had to do it legitimately,
Right.
no matter what. So to establish a sanctioning body, it takes a lot of licensing. It's not just I'm gonna open a business and get a license from the city and get my reseller license. No, it's not that. There's other licenses that you gotta acquire to really be effective for your club members. You feel me? And one of those things was something that I put public was like that. Are you patronizing and are you working with a sanctioning body that is going to be effective for you when you definitely have a problem? Say, for instance, animal control, or you have a dispute with someone, and you have to go to court. I mean, these papers that you're going to present got to be official with
Right.
licensing backing up to it. And some of these licenses takes years to acquire.
It's a lot of legislation.
Exactly. So we're one of the ones that are fully compliant. We're an animal control system abroad.
Okay.
Which is why he was recognized in
And that's why I
Hawaii.
was recognized in
Okay.
Hawaii because
Yeah.
of the work.
One
that
of the
we've been
things.
doing, you know what I mean? Animal control and a lot of agencies haven't been able to go into different neighborhoods and educate the public in a big way like we have.
Right.
You feel me? Now we got
Right.
people in the hoods that
You
know
look
the
like they
rules.
would love you in Hawaii. I can't say.
Yeah, I'm the child.
Hey, that's my Buddha. And that's why you got to
Maybe
get
if
your
you could
Buddha
explain a little
October
bit more in
26th
depth
at the
as to
Kush Talk.
how you
People,
guys
come on.
assist with
Yeah,
people
so-
getting your dogs back from
for
animal
instance,
control
let's-
without being
let's
neutered.
give you one example.
Yeah, let's talk about
Like
that.
for instance, say you with a lot of people. Say for instance, you come in this industry, and you acquire a dog, and like anyone next to you know, you have 3, 4, 5 dogs.
Right.
All of a sudden, mind you, in mostly every major metropolitan city, you're only allowed 3 dogs.
Okay.
You feel me?
Okay.
So a lot of people get caught with having more than 3 dogs, and a lot of times they never license them, and since they don't really know how to protect themselves, they get their dogs taken.
So what happens then? How do you get your dog back?
Okay, so to get your dog back, basically, for instance,
First, you have to register your dog
Make sure the dogs are registered
with IBKC.
you know, with the
So you can
International
obtain an
Bully Kennel Club.
IBKC number. Our IBKC number is 6 digits, a dash, and 2 digits, and it's recorded in our
She's
database.
basically the one that does it.
That
right?
was built by Microsoft over 15 years ago.
So this is essentially the main
So-
thing in your day to day, would you say, or is that just
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
Yeah. So,
And the administration side.
So Miss Bully T, what she does, she pulls, she starts an advocating file, and she pulls the records of the dog participating at shows, because you got to show proof that the dog
Do you know
is
how
showing
many
at
dogs
shows.
approximately you guys have registered?
It's in the hundreds of thousands.
It's a half, at least it's over 500,000.
Yeah.
Imagine them all in one city, just
Yeah.
like
Wow.
with no rules.
But they're internationally.
Yeah,
Yeah.
international. That's what I'm saying. That is absolutely amazing.
Yeah.
We start a quick month tour next week, me and her.
Okay.
Yeah, we start in Sacramento, then Spain, then Hawaii, then.
That sounds like a rap. Spain to Sacramento.
And then Kush Talk, October
But basically,
26th.
A lot of these
Don't
people have these
forget.
problems, and they present club paperwork from
Yeah.
other clubs that haven't even tried to get a license, and so
Okay.
it becomes harder for them because now when they told what clubs are compliant, and when they call us, and I'm gonna keep it real, it's hard to advocate and help you when you have no proof that you've been to a show. Like you know what I mean? The laws aren't going to be exempt for you if you don't have proof that your dog is a showing pedigree dog. You feel me?
And there's the proof of that every time you go to one of their shows, you
Yeah.
register in one of their
And so what
instruments.
we're doing, basically, honestly, we want to make sure that even if it's not one of our events, make sure you have proper documentation to show proof that you were at the event.
Gotcha.
And that you participated in the event, and that way you have
Leave a paper trail,
leave a
essentially.
paper trail, exactly. Because if you get into some type of problem where you can't get your dog back unless it's neutered, then you're gonna have to go through all these measures to make sure you get them back not neutered.
Or paying an arm and a leg so that you can have it without being neutered.
Yeah,
Right?
exactly.
As long as it falls under one of your 3 or 4, depending on the county.
Yeah, there's exemptions in some of the laws and they follow the rules of the clubs, and one of the rules on a champion titled dog or a dog competing can't be neutered.
Right.
So they can't neuter.
You
the
gotta have your balls.
Yeah, because a lot of people don't understand the concept, and it's not that you're competing against the next dog. Yeah, you do a little bit, but the judges are looking to see what dogs should be really get bred.
Right.
You feel me? Which ones are
Breeding
yeah,
for the best examples of the
to make
standard
it
of the
better.
breed.
Exactly.
Yep.
They
And
bred
the
to get
betterment
bred.
and the
You feel me?
And the betterment of the breed.
The betterment of the breed
What's
and the
gonna-
health
That makes
of the
a lot
breed.
of sense.
Yeah.
Yeah,
The
everything's for the betterment of the
preserving
breed.
the
I
integrity
think
of the
that's a
breed.
big major part of what we're doing now. Is
We have a
bringing
code
in-
of ethics, which
bringing in
includes that.
more of a professional
Number
manner
3.
event, so it could grow. You know what I mean? And get those dogs that are competing in these shows. Those judges are not only they're making sure that they have the health to be breeding too, and I think that would clean up a lot of the industry because there are a lot of dogs that honestly couldn't even walk half a block.
Yeah.
Right. Okay.
You know what I
Dying
mean? And that's not.
And we
cool,
got
you know?
new exciting things with IBKC because we're trying to develop an IBKC campus where we can educate anyone
We're doing it
with the click
privately
of a
right now.
button.
Like an actual brick and mortar
Yeah.
location, or
Yeah.
like online,
Yeah,
or
so
both.
we're doing a lot of things
for a bigger audience
regarding
to educate themselves.
to educate
because we
the
have
breeders.
that now, but it's only for our staff and our judges that are coming on board. You
We
know?
feel like that would be for the betterment of the dog.
I think that definitely sounds like a great idea. Now, I'm curious to get your guys' take on this. I have different friends, like my boy Dan. He has a dog rescue, and he is very outspoken against dog breeding. And like, I've seen him get into it.
He's right. Not everybody should be breeding.
So I want to know your thoughts as like you feel the king of breeders, essentially.
No, for sure, man. And if he does his research on me, he knows that I've been one of the groundbreaking people to entwine this industry with that industry. And a lot of these people that are in industry are hugely, really responsible people that not only take care of their own animals, but donate for rescues. And a lot of these events in the beginning, just to come in the show, you had to donate a bag of food for whatever rescue we were
That's
looking
dope.
for.
That's
You feel
dope.
me? And
I totally agree.
yeah.
I had a conversation with them earlier. People see me. I came from that other side of the spectrum. I was an
Yeah.
animal control officer.
Oh wow.
A lot of people don't
So-
know he was
Wow.
the guy
I was
that you
the
got
one
to watch out
inspecting
for.
the kennel. I was the one inspecting your licenses. I was the one inspecting menageries.
You were
I was-
Craig's dad in Friday.
I was driving around in the animal control truck. You know what I mean? Picking up the strays, euthanizing the sick dogs.
That's a
So,
garbage job.
so I can appreciate that. Not everybody should agree.
Right.
And me myself, I'm in the dog show world, in the community. I've been showing dogs since I was 16 years old, right? 15 years old.
Right.
Champion out my first dog at 16 years old. But even to this day, I don't come out a lot of people. I pay for the money here.
Ain't no fucking middle.
And it's not just the breed you're breeding for money. I don't even do this for money. I don't want to sell rich stuff. I do it for the love of
Some of us do have a good stock of dogs. A lot of us yearly do breed, but a lot, like I said,
And the ones that are successful in this, I noticed that don't do it for the money.
Yeah. You gotta do it
Because
for the love.
we did
Love
it
of the
here,
dog
and
the
now, we can pay us maybe a little bit of wages.
Right.
And I'm not looking for a lot. I just want to pay my rent. You know what I mean?
You
Buy
wanna-
some food. I mean, I live in
some
California. Oh my
people-
God.
There's a lottery system in this industry also. Some people do hit the lottery. Some people do get dogs and find someone that
And dog
that
food's
wants to buy a
expensive.
dog
Sorry.
for huge amounts of money, and a lot of us in this industry have experienced having a dog that's not for sale, and somebody says, "Hey, you know what? He is for sale."
Right.
And then they offer you something outrageous, and beautiful.
Hey, everything's for sale at the end of the day.
I've
That movie Indecent Proposal back in the 90s proved that. No,
No,
but Demi Moore was for sale.
I have a beautiful testimony that when we started breeding dogs and we started really doing it in a professional manner, we did have a spark and like a lottery ticket to where our look and our style of dog became extremely popular, and
more mainstream now.
People wanted to breed to our studs, and we were probably one of the first ones that had a $5,000 ticket.
What was the name of that line?
It's
First.
called the Rock and Ruby line. It's
The
still
Rock
there.
and
A lot
Ruby.
of people, a lot of members. The club is called the Original Double S Kennels.
Oh, okay.
And
One of
we
our
had-
dogs actually has that
Yeah, we-
bloodline,
yeah,
Pedro.
A lot of our dogs at home.
And
we
he's 14 years old,
It's our line.
still going.
Yeah,
That says a
that's one
lot.
thing, yeah.
Shouts to Pedro.
Yeah, Pedro's still
Vote for Pedro.
He's a brindle pocket American bully. Love him.
To make
So you
sure
a little guy?
Not little, but he's a pocket
he's
size.
a
He's
pocket size.
he's a smaller size, yeah.
But yacht.
But he's
Yeah.
nice.
But-
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
awesome.
One major thing was breed some healthy dogs. You know what I mean? That way there's longevity. People become really emotionally attached to these dogs, and she says like our family, like our kids.
Yeah, and
So
a
it's
lot
really
of the
sad that
women do a lot of
dogs that are
stuff.
being bred at this moment, there's not a lot of health in mind, and the dog's only there like 2-3 years and then they're dead, and it's something you change with the activity that we're doing with the sport of it.
Exactly,
Right.
by the betterment of the breed and seeing the
Yeah, that
standards,
way
as what he
People
had
start
mentioned
seeing what
earlier.
dogs are the ones
Mr.
that
Animal
should be-
Control. No. Where did he go?
All of the categories. All of the categories.
Well, it's unique when it becomes like you said, these dogs are now so popular. For
Right.
some people, it just is a fashion accessory, right? Like, and they'll just buy an animal, and they won't have the proper love for it. They won't take care of it.
Yeah,
Is there a process from your guys' end? Like, how do we vet to make sure that these dogs are going to the right homes?
Well, that's the responsibility of the breeder. So,
How do we do that?
for instance, that there's applications, and each breeder has their own measures of finding the right person who to sell the dog.
Oh, hey,
to.
buddy.
That's right.
Right, and then because we're known
That's
for
an
the betterment
exotic
of the
English
breed,
bulldog right
if
there.
you have a puppy slip from us, it's kind of like, hey, you know that it's coming from a really good place because we have, ethics, and we make sure that everybody in the office, as far as verifying litters, are on one page with another, because you should know who you're breeding with.
Absolutely.
So that's a big deal. If it doesn't get approved by the owner of the sire, we're not doing the litter papers.
It's like marriage.
So-
It sounds like marriages in India.
Yeah.
I fucks with it.
Yeah.
I fucks with it.
Shout out to everybody in Bangladesh.
Yeah, shout out to the homies in
Punjabi, Sri
Bangladesh.
Lanka.
all
Yeah,
that,
we actually
yeah.
have from
Families out
IBKC
there.
Philippines. So IBKC Philippines is big too.
Shout some
We
up
get
in Hanoi
registration
homies.
from the
Yeah.
Philippines
On my pares.
all the time. Yeah.
Yeah.
So big
We
out,
just did a
big shout out to
show
them.
in the Philippines, and it was in the mall. It was dope.
That's so sick. I love the
That was
PI.
a while ago, yeah. But yeah,
Let's talk about this guy right here. This is one of the coolest looking dogs I've ever seen in my entire life. What a beautiful dog. Like,
yes.
Like, I would just want to cuddle you forever.
So
And the dog as well. So tell me about who this guy is right here.
Girl.
This girl, this
Girl.
beautiful little girl.
And she is, like you said, considered an exotic.
I mean,
For
yeah,
all
she-
intents and purposes, it's an exotic. A lot of people don't say that these days, but people who know the standard of a bulldog,
She's a
know
Zaza.
that she's exotic.
yeah.
You know, the color.
especially with the color that
the
I was
color
just
is
saying.
exotic.
She would
What
show
color is
she would
it?
show in her English Bulldog color variety class.
Yeah.
That's what that dog. Just to educate people
Yeah.
where that dog would be at a show competing.
Yeah.
God definitely
Because
used a lot
sometimes
of
it's a
different
confusion, right?
paintbrushes.
Sometimes it's a confusion. You'll see people with a dog this color, but more of a standard build, because a lot of the EVs nowadays are micro and nanos and freaky and exotic looking.
So how
But they-
that's how is she gonna get bigger or that's her full
No,
size?
she's gonna be a big girl.
She's gonna be a
4
big
months.
girl. Okay, yeah.
But English Bulldogs standard, they're 85 pounds. They're
Is
big
there
dogs.
is there a way we can get this dog to be this size forever?
Well, they got
Yeah,
them.
they have them now.
So yeah,
nanos and-
The
we
nanos,
register
yeah.
English Bulldogs all day.
I
Yeah.
want one just like this that just stays this size.
Well, you just met a respectable breeder that
Yes.
has
All
them.
right, for sure. That's my guy right here.
English Bulldog,
Yeah. Right. Because I like the pudgy little face, the melty face. I love this dog.
Yeah,
So
I love
I
English
like a dog
Bulldogs
that'll
too.
bite you.
yeah.
I like the
But yeah, I like a bigger dog.
I don't like those dogs. He's just kidding.
I like a dog.
He
that's
had to
gonna
say
take care of the
something.
house, we all have different likes.
Hey, you know what? It's good for both though. Sometimes like the little homies can be there and they'll like wake the big homie up and then
That's one thing. Like I said, in this industry, you're not only going to see dogs like that. You're going to see different variety of bully breed dogs, from English Bulldogs.
Now I heard you say something earlier. Are you guys planning on anything expanding into all breeds?
Well, that's something we've been registering all breeds for probably over 15 years now, because in other countries,
French
there's
Bulldogs,
there's
Bulldogs,
a lot of other
Shorty
breeds that come
Bulls.
to the shows, like Rottweilers. In the Middle East, we get a
Rottweilers,
lot of
Canine Corso.
Rottweilers, Cane Corsos, Malamutes.
The Alibans.
so why would
In South Africa, we got Burbals.
is it better to
The Pitmasters.
and it's better to register with you guys because you have more direct communication than if they
Exactly.
were to go to the American Kennel Club or whatever
Right.
like that.
Yeah.
But like I see a lot of some other registries venturing out to the Ibizans and the Pharaohs and the Belgians and the European Dobermans and stuff like that. Is that something you guys are going towards or not?
Well, like I said, like we know what countries that we have to make sure that we have trophies for that because they're coming to the shows, and we know what countries really don't unless someone called and say, hey, we got like 4 or 5 Rottweilers. Can you open up a class for us? And then we do that. But
I see Rottweilers showing up at a lot of the shows.
I love Rotties.
I think it's over 26 breeds now we register worldwide. We just added the Bully Cuda because of the response we're having like in the South Asia. They have a lot of those dogs there. Those dogs are banned in a lot of places. They're big dogs, big aggressive.
Can we get hyenas in the mix somehow? What can we do to get hyenas in the
Actually,
mix?
I hear them behind my house all night longer. What is that, coyotes?
Oh, coyotes, yeah. They like little
Same
hyenas.
thing.
Another one that I see a lot are the Xoloscuincles.
Yeah.
A lot of Latin America has those dogs.
Those things are kind of fire. I'm not gonna lie. They're like chupacabras.
That's a very.
No, those are exotic.
Yeah, that's
Those
exotic.
dogs, they'll know what I'm describing. That's a very very demanding, like, respect dog right there.
Yeah.
Not saying that he's an aggressive dog,
the
but he
personality
looks
like
like
a
he
very
gets stacked.
demanding of respect dog.
He holding down. He's
he's
trucha.
He likes to
Yeah.
show himself. You know? I like those dogs.
What is the number one thing about new breeders coming up in the game or other breeders that you don't respect? That when you see people doing it, you're like, y'all need to change this. This ain't it.
I think one thing that I see with a lot of new breeders, what they do is like they try to keep up with the Joneses, and they should just do what they love and go with what they like, and not try to, like, I don't know, jump on anybody's shine. Everybody has their. We got technology now, man. You could promote yourself in each way you want.
Right.
You know, everyone's gonna always. There's someone that's always gonna like what you like. So might as well breed for the look you like and fuck with people that like your look, and don't worry about what so-and-so's doing.
And always, have the health of the
As long
dog
as the dogs are, I was gonna say, as long as dogs are healthy.
first and
Dogs,
foremost.
that's number
when
one.
you have that
Number one, yeah.
in your conscientiousness about that, then everything else will flow and just come naturally for you
Yeah,
and,
a lot
and
of
your
people get
program.
a lot of,
And that's why you
unfortunately-
should register with IBKC, because you know that's what we. That's what we require here.
Yeah,
As an IBKC member, when you register, you become an IBKC member, and then now you can go ahead and use that licensing that we have if you need for animal control. God forbid, but that's exactly what it's all about. That whole thing in one
The
shebang.
thing is, like, they see who's breeding, what dogs are coming out of those breedings, so they know what the code of ethics is. You feel me? A little bit.
What's the
Pictures they don't register nothing unless pictures come in of the dogs. You know, they're gonna know if something's wrong. You know what I mean?
what's the most real quick? Sorry. What's the most expensive dog you've ever seen sold for?
Man.
Beyond animal ethics, I'm just curious. What's the most expensive?
I mean, there's been a lot of successful people in this industry,
Yeah.
and they've sold
That
a lot,
Korean
they sold-
dog. It's a Korean fluffy dog.
No, that was it. No, there's another dog.
How much is the Korean fluffy dog?
I think
What
you
is it
can
called?
Google it. There's a
What is it
dog.
called,
there's
honey?
a
Tell me
couple
the
of dogs
breed.
that sold for a lot of money. I'll give you my testimony.
Okay, that's what I want to know. I want it.
I had a few dogs that weren't for sale.
I'm just here to make it fun.
And I've had a couple European people come in and to the hood and, hey, you know what? I want that dog. And next thing you know, big numbers coming out. You know what I mean? These big numbers you never heard of for a dog, and you're not going to say no.
Right.
So, mind you, what the most I've ever sold a dog at one time,
Yes.
I think was like 45 grand.
Yeah.
And
Wow.
this is, I think, like in 2009 or something.
45
If
grand.
you could Google right now, I think
Think
some
that was
people have
euro.
gotten up to 500 grand.
Yeah.
For a dog. I think Muscle Tone sold the dog. Muscle Tone Kennel sold the dog for like 500 grand to China.
I'd sell family members for 45 grand.
One of my
The
kennel
fuck?
partners sold.
Jeez.
He sold a lot of sperm. Like I think a lot. I think it's like 3 breedings. I think he sold it for like
Sperm trafficking is absolutely maniacal.
yeah, because you get a lot of people that want your blood, and maybe they're in Florida.
Right.
So you gotta like send this frozen semen from veterinarian to veterinarian to make sure the breeding takes place. So there's a lot of professionalism
What a time to be alive.
Yeah, exactly.
For sure.
And who's this character that has entered the chat?
So,
Man,
that's
we're just a
OTPB.
visitor,
Hey.
man. You know, we're a small pup out here. What's up, man? My name is Mario, aka also known as PBK, Purebred Kennels.
That's right.
That's right. That's
Man,
right.
What's up,
man,
Purebred?
we've been in the dog industry since, I'm 37, man. I've been breeding pits since I was 14. Runs in the blood.
Long time.
We established our kennel, Purebred Kennels.
Do you remember Atomic Dog magazine from back in the day?
Hey, dog, that was, how can you say, man, that to me, when I was a young pup, man, that would be like, you know,
The creme de la
Ninja Turtle
creme.
magazine, dog, you know what I mean? Just with dogs, though, you know what I mean?
Right,
So,
right.
but yeah, man, we established our kennel in 2015. We grew up around this industry, man. We've been blessed to have, you know, our influencers, man. You know, MEMO's one of mine. You know what I'm saying? You know,
Just a
really
man,
good
for real.
Look up to. And you know, he's actually seen me come a long ways, man. You know, from being just a spectator, bro, before I even started the kennel, coming out, man, and you know, going to the dog show. So what I tell people, man, you can compare the dog scene to you know, like the lowrider industry, man. It's just with dogs, man. You know, everybody has their setups, bro, and you know, it's a lot of money that goes into it. It's an investment.
And it's a big part of Chicano
It is an
culture,
investment.
right?
For sure.
It's not just
it's
Chicano.
all
Bigger,
Talking
bigger.
about
it's all
It's
ethnicity.
time,
all it just
emotion,
didn't start with
everything.
It started with our brothers, with our
Yeah,
black
yeah, for
brothers.
sure.
This started with white homies from the East Coast.
Oh, yeah.
This is something that the dogs, like I said all the time, they brought together
Brown,
a lot
black, yellow, white, everything.
Everybody.
I think it's brought a lot
and
of
from
people
the
together,
beginning,
though, bro.
And from the beginning of this, these dogs that can't speak brought a lot of people together, man.
Hey, we're their voice, man. We're their voice.
It's
You know
like
what I'm
Jay-Z
Right,
said,
so-
I never, I'm like a dog, I never speak, but I understand. You feel me?
Yeah.
Come up.
saying? Right.
It's a camaraderie.
Camaraderie.
Camaraderie,
yeah. Absolutely.
Of breeders for years and years for us to be speaking right now. Like, I'm just very blessed. Even for the women breeders, I'm here to actually to speak for them, because the women breeders are doing really good now in this industry, and they're trying to make a forefront, you know, and the women
They're a major
have
force
been,
in the dog game
the
now.
women have been in the background for a long time already, cleaning up the shit. That's what I was just talking about over there. So it's about time we get recognized for that, right?
You know what?
Amen,
Give it
amen.
up for the ladies.
Hey.
Give it up for
So
the ladies.
anyways, thank you.
Hey, for sure.
Especially Big
Hey,
Bully
they
T with
deserve
the-
their flowers, man.
I
for sure,
remember, man,
100%.
those long nights with them puppies, and I'm like, I already had long nights with 4 kids. What the hell am I doing? But they're your
man,
kids.
Them whelping nights.
Man, the whelping nights.
Yeah, man.
So now you know.
Yeah, I
It's
give my hat
crazy.
off to the female breeders that there's, like I said, it's just, when we started, it was just like, you know, what it was, but it's an industry now, and it's all over the world, and yeah, there's a huge
And it was definitely male
women's
dominated.
breeding force now.
You know,
Oh,
and for
yeah.
me to be here is amazing, honestly, and I appreciate it. And so I just want to like continue to help the women breeders be in the right direction and register with us. They have a lot more, you know, protection under animal control for what they're doing, you know, alone, you know.
Right.
And then keep doing what they've been doing with their like mate or husband, you know, like a husband and wife team. And it's beautiful because you can kind of show it off a little bit more now.
I feel like
So-
there's gonna for sure be like a butch lesbian couple of breeders.
I think
can see
they're-
that.
yeah,
I can
yeah.
see that being a
Or
thing.
or the other way around with the Diddy stuff. I'm just kidding.
What I'm wondering is like, because I have homies that are
I'm
breeders and
sorry,
stuff
Diddy.
too.
God bless you. I
Yeah,
swear.
we're
I
praying
actually,
for your soul.
I am praying for your soul
We are
because
praying-
it works.
Right.
Yeah.
Look at me.
Right.
I'm wonderful now. So you know it works. So anyways, keep
my
going.
my homie like really shed light on how much like you got to jerk the dogs off at some point, right? Like that's part of it.
I
Like,
mean,
Yeah.
I mean-
there's certain breeds that, you know, what
If
I'm
you wanna
saying,
put it that way.
that pertain to that.
Right.
Then you know you have
They
your,
need a
your
little bit
own
of help.
But I don't do that
so I
part.
brought my boy.
I'd rather
my boy,
whelp.
you know, what I'm saying he's more of your old school. You know, we say XL pit. You know, what I mean, he's more your pit bull, more on the bigger side. Weight pulling bloodlines, just big body. UKC purple ribbon. A lot of old school stuff, man. Which you know today they would classify him as you know more American bully.
they're also
Yeah.
like you could put them together and like the dog.
Sorry.
The dogs.
You've been around forever. I mean, this guy's part of the community, like right now, doing his thing and being out there. kind of like how I want to be in him. But we're like
I thought
all
you
over
were
the place
NEMS
with
at first
busy.
when I
But
first saw you.
yeah, right, management.
I thought you were NEMS.
Oh, Nams?
Yeah. For like that's the homie. Shout out to homie NEMS.
Okay, that's a good thing. That's a good thing. I was like, ooh. All right.
Look up NEMS. You're gonna be like, I found your
There
twin,
you
bro.
go.
I
Yeah.
found your twin.
Hey,
He's
man,
famous.
Shout out to Nams, man.
Yes.
Make sure you know it's your boy PBK right here, man.
Yeah, that's right.
Come on, NEMS.
Yeah, yeah.
Y'all are twins.
There we go, man. My last long brother.
Yes.
But yeah, man, it's one big family, man. You know, this dog industry is a blessing, bro, if you allow it to. You know what I mean? And like everybody, bro, you know, anybody coming into the dog industry, man, I just recommend, man, just go out there, build your brand, bro, build your brand, pay your dues, and you know, keep the respect, man.
Start by
'Cause,
coming out
Come
October
with heart.
26th to the Kush Talk.
Yeah,
Look at
Kush
this.
Start
Talk,
right
you know,
now.
hey, I wasn't gonna forget
That's
that.
right
you know,
around the
hey,
corner.
Shout out to MEMO, IBKC,
It's
the wife,
free.
Tiffany, you know,
Thank
Midnight
you.
Big Boy, Kush Talk, man. October 26th,
Miss
right?
Bully
We'll be
T.
out there in support.
Look at
Oh,
this
They're
dude.
bringing
Oh
this
my
That's
beautiful
that's
dog.
my baby
Wait,
right
what's his
there,
name
man.
again?
Big Zeus.
Big Zeus. What's
He's
up,
paid,
Big
he's
Zeus?
paid his dues,
Man,
man.
Damn,
if
his
you
chain
guys
is off
see
the
this
hood.
dog,
Totally different opposites.
that's an American bull.
Yeah, man.
Beautiful.
Yeah, that's my baby, man. He's the face of my camp, man. He's the face of the camp, bro.
How old is bro?
He's 7, bro.
Damn, he
He's
looks
7.
young.
He's still registered. He's IBKC Purple Ribbon, IBKC registered. You know, he's been champed out already, man. He's got productions from coast to coast, man. He's been filmed in a couple music videos. We just did with the Yotes, the
Oh, for
Coyotes,
real?
and Three
Oh,
Locos.
that's the homies, yeah.
Three Locos with Shaq.
That's right.
Yeah, he was in that video, that's right.
This him right there.
Oh, he's in that
Superstar.
video.
He's the pig right there, dog.
I know you.
Yeah.
I knew
So
I knew you,
he's
bro.
up there, man.
What's
But this is my
cracking?
baby, man. This is my baby, man. You know, I wouldn't give this breed up for anything, bro. Trust him with my life, man. And 90% of my clients, I don't even like to call them clients, family.
Yeah.
Is family, bro. You know, family protection. You know what I'm saying? We're sponsored by one of the top canine training facilities out there. So when you purchase a pup from us, you know what I'm saying, you do get a discount from, you know, in regards if you want you know, obedience, bite work, protection, or service animal.
He
And you'll be
said
at
this
Kush Talk,
one,
right?
He said this
You're
one's
gonna be
more
at-
than 45K.
Yeah.
Oh, wow. You'll be at Kush Talk.
A dog. I mean, the dog. That dog's probably really priceless to him. That's
Right.
That's his son.
Oh yeah,
Right.
this is my
You know what I
son
mean?
right
Yeah.
here, dog. This is
Yeah. I've seen someone personally try to give someone over 100 grand and cars for a dog, and he
Man.
got extremely offended and pissed off that
Yeah.
someone was trying to buy his child.
Right.
You know what I mean? He was like, "It's
Yeah.
my kid, man. What are you doing?"
He is. It's so funny because he is like, you could tell that he's like a baby. You know.
He's like, somebody walks up right now, bro. He'll be like, hold up, you know what I mean?
Yeah, he's
he
not
gotta get
playing.
approval. So, you know, like I said, man, you know, I come from the you know, trucking industry. That's my background trade. That's my
That's
bread
right.
and butter, man. The dog industry is a passion and a hobby. That we take pride into, bro. But we have fun with it and we respect the industry, bro. So,
That's amazing.
you know, the
Yeah.
wife, man, feels safe. You know what I mean? With these big guys. I got a couple of them, man. Once I had about 6 of them at the house, man. So, you know what I mean?
Is he too big to sleep in bed with?
Nah, hell
He'll
nah,
sleep in
nah.
bed, right?
Yeah. Oh, he
Yeah.
will.
Yeah.
We allowed that, you know,
All right.
a few times. But yeah, man, this breed right here, bro. Like I said, man, you know,
Like I said,
unfortunately,
It's a family companion.
Like
yeah,
I said,
family
Definitely.
He
right here.
looks like the homie for real.
it's a hobby that some people take to another level with.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah,
Right.
I take it serious, bro, when it comes
Some
to this
people,
industry,
like
bro.
I said, it's just
Thanks to
their
people
hobby.
like you that knocked down the doors and were, you know.
Yeah, we did a lot of work to mainstream this and get more people to become fanatics with it, not only with the publication, but with like featuring in TV shows and having our own little TV shows and all that stuff, just promoting it. You know what I mean?
Yeah, and now
Mainstreaming it.
the first time ever we're at a October 26th, a Kush Dog 21 and over event, which has
Yeah.
never been done.
Yeah.
So it just breaks barriers. It just allows you to keep
crazy.
breaking
Yeah.
barriers.
Yeah, dog.
And there's a lot of like CBD products and stuff like that towards the animals as well.
Yeah.
You know, I don't know if they're going to be there, but I know
Yeah,
who's
they're
going to be there. Birria, you can just throw them a birria quesadilla because that stuff is bomb.
You know, for dogs with high drives, bro, like these dogs have
You
high
better come
drive, you know
October
what I'm saying? You know,
26th
the
to get
more
that
pure
video.
you know what I'm saying, of the bloodlines, bro, the more alert, you know, and stuff like that they are, bro. So,
like you said, the CBD trees, man. We've actually been sponsored by a few people, bro.
That's awesome.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It you know, it
And
could
like I
work for
said,
some.
what's gonna happen is
Stoner
something that-
dogs.
something that-
Adelanto, October 26th.
What catapulted what we're doing now is because
stock.
the dog shows were totally different than what your conservative used to dog show is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So now you got people dressing how they want, music's blasting, food everywhere,
Having
and
fun,
everyone's
smiling.
Having fun. Those are the dog shows that were created that mainstream days. So
Yeah.
Yeah.
basically now we're gonna have like October 26th Kushstock. I mean it's a concert.
Yeah.
It's a major concert. It's a major.
And you can bring your
He's-
family,
he's
including your
weighing in
dog.
with his thoughts.
Yeah, exactly.
Got the mic.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is my son right here, though.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, but it's a good thing that how the industry has grown, and we have people like Mario, and what his club does great events for this industry, and his shows are amazing. And
Very hands-on the community.
Yeah, Sugar Free
Yeah.
out there going crazy one.
That's sick.
Yep.
He has big, good, major factor events that exposes what people are doing
Right.
to other people. You know what I mean?
Which
They
is a
become
major
fanatics
thing.
of their breeding program. You know, to see what they're producing, and maybe want to have one of their dogs in their family.
Right.
So you know, maybe just to have at home, or maybe hey, you know what? I want to come out and compete, and have him earn some ribbons or some trophies.
You got a trophy up,
Title-
baby.
yeah. So
Yeah.
Zeus, I mean that's his name, but on paper he's Champion Zeus.
Yeah.
A title, something
Champ
you know what I
Zeus.
mean?
Hey, man,
Something that you had
Memo,
to earn.
we haven't announced it yet, man. But you know when it comes to throwing the PBK events, man, we invest in good hardware.
Yeah.
So I actually ordered a little too many for my last event. So if it's fine with you guys, man, we would like to honor or sponsor maybe a couple free classes, man.
Yeah, no,
Free
let's
classes.
do it.
There you guys go, man. Free classes at the
Yay.
Good Stock. Man, we got about, I don't know, man. So usually we offer first, second, and third places for everybody, man. Everybody's a winner. So I could probably sponsor at least 4 to 5 classes, bro.
Dope.
And it's in
Thank
their
you.
hands. But I
That's
think
awesome.
something I'll do it on my end on behalf of me, man.
Dope.
Free classes, man.
Yeah,
October
Kushstock-
26th.
Kushstock will love it.
You gotta love
Be
it.
there.
And I just heard, we're gonna be one of your official MCs, man.
That's right.
MC PBK. So
That's right.
October
There it is.
26th, man. Everybody already knows, man. We're good
In
vibes.
Adelanto,
We
California.
keep it positive, man. It's one love movement, man. You know what I mean? From the cannabis industry to the dog industry, man. It's one family. So
Yeah,
October
no.
26th, guys, come out. Have a good time, man.
I can't
enjoy
wait.
it.
I'm already rolling up right now.
Yeah,
Come
no,
and
this is-
meet Big Zeus.
And
you know
build
what I
a
mean?
blunt.
See him live and
Ooh,
There's
direct.
been a lot of work into this. You
Feeling
know, from
good right now.
Being exhibitors at magic shows, at SEMA, and taking what we're doing abroad. It's been a long journey, man. And
Yeah.
Absolutely.
It's been.
I
cool
mean,
to see
even
this
eating
now, like,
food in different
to
countries
me,
has been
seeing
amazing.
this not only here, but like all over the world now. It's like
Hey,
Petersburg,
you're not
Rush,
lying, bro.
different places in the world are having bully shows, and they're out there kicking it, and
Yep.
you know what I mean.
With their culture,
yeah,
but
yeah.
you seeing this
I've-
culture mesh
I've
together
had
like
vendors,
it's incredible.
Vendors.
All
love
for
it,
the
bro.
love of
Like,
the
I've had-
American bully
when
breed.
I've had vendors, bro. I had vendors come up to me, bro, and be like, man, hey, bro, like, this was awesome, bro. Like, we never sold out out of any events ever, bro. And like, so the dog industry, man,
It's on
community
fire.
is.
Yeah,
is,
no,
is,
I
is
also wanted to.
something else, bro.
He's making a big point, and that big point I'm gonna turn it to another level because like I said, we've had problems also in different places of the world where they're still banning our dogs,
Right.
And they don't.
They
they're-
haven't caught up to the legislation in
Well,
America
the thing is,
yet.
what it
They're
is
starting to though.
They're,
Right.
they're
Coming
fighting.
around.
They're fighting a fight that's already been fought, and
Right.
they're referencing themselves to win these battles with the wrong people, and they're not talking to the right people to educate their representation to make sure that their testimonies are being said correctly in court. And they got to understand a major factor, like you said, vendors, for instance. Our major way of changing a lot of laws was because we made the people that we were patronizing accountable. If we're paying you 15 grand for your arena, we want you to come speak to city council
Right.
because they don't want us to have our show, which
Right.
means you're not going to have your 15 grand. All these hotels aren't going to be patronized. All these restaurants, all these rent-a-cars airplane tickets. I mean, when you're saying no and banning these dogs, you're also banning a huge part of a new venue to your economy.
Right.
And so that was a major factor in us changing a lot of laws too. And so to my brothers in Europe, holler at the right people that were right there scraping their fucking knuckles fighting and changing these laws, not these people that are just hyped up dudes and trying to be famous in the industry and have not really did the due diligence to fight like you're supposed to fight. You guys are
Right.
talking to the wrong people. And so making sure that they lay their foundation flat when they come to court and have their attorneys that's speaking for them give those great testimonies, and that way it's also the economic factor that, hey, you know what, okay, so you're saying that a couple $1 million a year we're going to lose out because we're going to ban this dog?
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
now you're going to think about it, you know what I mean? And not only that, there's another huge real factor is that a lot of the inner cities have been cleaned up, and like he says, there's not a lot of dogs crazy in the street anymore.
No,
like
no,
that.
it's not like that. Yeah.
Why? Because a lot of people in the hood are educated not to breed bullshit to bullshit
Right.
anymore. It became what to do.
It used to be kind of scary to walk around neighborhoods because you didn't know if there'd be a loose
But
dog.
now
It's not like that no
like
more.
I
You
said,
feel me?
man,
It's
it's
like-
like the dogs are looked at as
I've
not only
noticed.
more as family members as before, but as having something badass like a car, and
Yeah.
they take care of it.
Yeah.
And they're
Yeah.
not just going to entwine their dog with some bullshit to make some bullshit. You know what I mean? A
But
lot of
it
these
goes a
dogs
step further, not even a
now
car,
have
family.
papers. They know about the paperwork. They know about having their shit right. You know what I mean? They love coming to the events.
Right.
There's people that just come to have a great time, to participate, and then you got people that really come to compete. You know, it's a lot of
As a sport.
a lot of people that come into this world in different ways. You know what I mean?
To show I have
You
the
know what I mean?
healthy
So
dog.
it's,
You know, I have the
a lot of
standard
these-
that you're asking.
A lot of these testimonies need to be heard correctly in court to help you guys change these laws, because I think
Yeah.
it's been a little bit too long that they've been fighting in the UK when that problem should have been nipped in the bud. Those shows in the UK are fucking huge. How come those guys that are getting all this money from these events not speaking for you?
yeah.
You feel me?
Say, come on.
How come, have anybody pulled up really the evidence that you need to show in court which really are these dogs that are biting
Yeah,
people?
what's up, King Joffrey? Come on, man. We can make that
Like, when we did it, some fucking computer literate gang members did it. We figured out that most of these dogs that people were saying that were biting in the media weren't even
They
pit
were
bulls.
not even pit bulls.
So, like, I'm sure
They're
that's what's going on over
misclassified
there.
as usual.
I remember
That's
that was
how this all
cracking up.
started.
And so,
American
basically,
bully breed. It's not
You
pit
know
bull.
what I mean? Do what already has been done successfully, like, because y'all shouldn't still be having a problem in the UK, like,
Right.
you know, or
We should be
anywhere
past
in the
that
world.
already.
Yeah.
We
You
should
know what I
be.
mean? You should
For
reference
sure.
back to the mecca of where these industries spawn from.
I mean, we have women
and see
CEO.
what
Come on,
made them
people. Let's get it
successful.
together here.
You know what I mean?
Let's pass the law.
Yeah.
Right, right.
Yeah, no, it's
Come
been
on.
it's been a lot of hard work, man. And like our first event was our first big major event was at the Shrine Auditorium.
That's
You feel me?
Huge.
huge.
Yeah.
Huge.
Out the
Jinx.
gate.
Huge.
Yeah, Jinx, yeah.
We
I heard
had
about that in the radio.
we
What's
had
up?
almost
Who are
every
you?
police agency
Yeah.
over there.
Let's,
They were
let's,
like, wait, there's way too many hoods here.
We got to
Yeah,
introduce
yeah.
this guy.
What's going on?
We got to introduce Midnight.
You know what I mean?
Come on.
right.
That's my boy right there, big boy. But yeah, just basically there was already a lot of work to been done for you guys to reference back to change the laws in your countries. But that's my boy Midnight right there.
Midnight in the building.
That's right.
Hello, it's your boy Big Boy Midnight Bully Express, you know, Bro Bully Network, Topic Dog Magazine,
That's right. That's right.
and you know, Midnight
new
Bully
to-
Express.
Not
you-
new to this, true to this.
Nah, I need you exactly, my boy. You know, I'm out here riding along with my boy MEMO. Thanks for the invitation, my boy. You know, we out here live and direct.
That's my boy. You're gonna be seeing him more than me.
Okay. Yeah.
And he'll be
I'm out-
at Kush Talk,
Yeah, I'll
October
be at
26th.
Kushstock, October 26th. We out there recording live. You know, you want to come through, get recorded by me. We out there live. You got a
right.
testimony? Say hello. I wave back. I got you on camera. You know, we're gonna put you down. We're gonna record you, and we gotta actually hear what you gotta say. You know, a lot of people got a story to say about these dogs, and you know, I'm actually infatuated about these dogs, and I love this bully breed. I mean, matter of fact, I love animals in general.
Facts. Me too.
You know, they're more loyal than some people, right?
Facts.
You know, you feel
I like
sad.
animals like
a
owl.
hyena leaves you, you're all sad, and the only thing
Right.
you're gonna see is a little dog coming through. Like, why you so sad? But nah, little buddy's gonna be all right. I'm like, yeah, I know.
Yeah.
I know.
No, for real. I like animals more than people.
It's a loyalty, my boy. It comes down to the loyalty.
For sure.
Homie. Like, it's a loyalty, dog.
That's why I
it's
love
like
this
a
job.
frequency
For the
level that you
animals.
just at the same level as a pet. You know that they understand you, but not in a language, but a universal language. You know what I mean?
Yeah, no,
And that's what it is to me. It's just a loyalty, my boy. It's just
They're just way more than homies.
way more, my boy. A
Yeah.
homie will do the most, dog. You know what I'm saying?
I think
Yeah.
for me, like, for me, honestly, like doing it so tough. Like you meet people that have become real good friends. Like, and not only they become good friends, it's like throughout the years they're like your fucking family.
Right?
Like, you know what I mean? And
Right.
and I don't think I've ever had experienced that if it wasn't for this. So
Okay.
it's pretty dope. Big boys from my neighborhood.
That's
And,
right.
You know,
Barrio
but he's a
love.
whole different generation.
Yeah.
You feel me?
I could probably be your son's generation, my boy. You know what I mean?
The
You know, it's
millennials.
like-
That's how long it's like. I'm sorry, but that's how it's become. It's become now like it's part of a lot of people's cultures, not only here in America, but it's all over the world now.
Well, and that's something I want to ask you about. And you know, this guy could be from an entirely different generation from you, but
Yeah.
you do look pretty young for your age.
Oh, that's what's up.
And I think a lot of that I want to attribute that to all this traveling you've done. And
Doing what you like, man, as much as you fight for it to do it. You know what I
right,
mean?
right.
I just started traveling this year, my boy.
I feel like
started
it's
seeing
actually
the different horizons, homie.
little
with
bit
this
of
dog.
you.
Right?
It's different.
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
different. You know, I never left the area. I remember homeboy said, pull up to my house. I'm like, where am I going? You know, but you know what I'm saying? It's different, my boy. It's a great atmosphere to be around, doing something you love, homie. Just following your intuition. You know what I'm saying?
That's
Yeah,
right.
to me, it's dope to see a lot. There's a lot of people doing what we started, and they're now being successful, and they're putting their flavor to it, and creating their own freeways, and it's beautiful to see that because, like I said, it's just seeing the growth from nothing.
What's the number one thing that you've learned, as through your travels, as far as was there a culture shock? What was like the
Oh
crazy?
yeah, majorly.
You know, you're
What-
going
what's
to
just-
places in
Yeah.
desolate regions of the world.
I can start from having
So the-
Mexican parents,
yeah.
but being born and raised here.
Yeah.
Through this industry, starting to go like to every state in Mexico.
Yeah.
It's like, oh shit, I'm not Mexican. But you are, but you learn like
Right.
it was that was a culture shock, and then from that going abroad to like maybe like Croatia or Belgium and being in European countries, and those are culture shocks too. To
I think
someone
the
from-
laws
from
also.
here, I think, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah, like
Yeah.
for example, in Kuwait, I've been to Kuwait.
Crazy.
Crazy. And first of all, you know, the women have to cover themselves and everything. And here I am.
You
I-
like just show your eyes, basically.
yeah,
right?
but I'm just, you know, in my
They're
shirt
one of
with
the
my
countries that's more starting to
sweater,
become
like
more
walking
westernized.
around. They're like
Right.
looking at me, and but it's weird because they actually have religious police. Like we just have the popo. You
Yeah,
know what I mean?
nah,
Maybe
yeah.
sheriff, but they have literally the religious police with the regular police. I'm like, and because
She
drinking's
didn't have-
illegal.
She
Right.
didn't have changed her
And I'm like,
name yet.
what?
We were
So
bonded to each other already, but she didn't have changed her name yet, and they
Yeah.
weren't allowing her in my hotel room.
Wow.
yeah, so you have to have your last name to
They
be
have
able
to,
to
like, all
share a
that.
hotel room. You have to be married.
I haven't left that far, so I don't know that far. So that's
A lot
good
of
to
countries,
know.
a lot of countries, they have a lot of
Make
rules.
sure you got
I
my
was
last
like,
name,
wait a
woman.
minute, yeah.
Yeah, no, but it's dope that we're able to have a lot of people from abroad. A lot of people that are fanatics of these dogs are hearing about this event, and they also love the cannabis world, and they're into cannabis in their countries, and it's dope that they're coming out too. People from different places, from Brazil and South, where it's legal. You feel me?
Can of canines.
Yeah, so a lot of people are coming through, man, from a lot of places to be at these shows, man. So it's pretty dope.
I love
Plays
it.
too much.
I love it.
Behind the scenes, they playing too much.
They play too much.
Everybody, yeah.
Is this over yet?
Forgive us for the noise. Everybody just been turning up back there. So you feel me?
Because they're excited about
Yeah.
Kush Talk October
We're all
26th.
excited.
They
Kush
think-
Talk, October 26th.
They think it's here
21
already.
At the end of
plus.
the day,
With the dog show, IBKC
we're
dog show will
involved
be
with
there.
with a huge event
Oh, we gotta smoke
that
it.
comes with a lot of fun.
Yes.
A lot of excitement and a lot of just probably new things to probably people that have never seen things before. And so the dog show part of it is just, because it's part of the culture, is going to be there with the culture. So
Exactly.
that's what it is.
Oh, now they're all quiet. What the fuck?
Wait a minute.
Smoke a blunt with your dog. Hello.
Brand new there.
So we're going to be having a good time, man. October the 26th.
I can't wait.
Yeah, we have other events before that also. And some people from those events will be following us to Kushstock. And that's going to be pretty dope. We're going to be in Northern California next week,
I'll be with you.
in Antioch, California.
Yep. The Bully Car Show.
Bully Car Show is going down over there.
Then the following, so we have back-to-back dog shows right now. So Bully Car Show, then we have Spain, then we have Hawaii, and then we have the Kushstock October 26th,
Yeah.
which I
Back
really
to back
can't
to
wait.
back.
Back to
Yeah,
back to
there
back.
it is.
International.
Yeah.
What a life. And please come back. Bring the homies.
Yeah, big boy.
Bring some
definitely.
Thanks for
bring some
having us.
incredible dogs. I would love to continue this dialogue.
Dope.
Yeah, can go on forever.
Yeah, we've been chopping up for a couple hours. This has
I didn't
been,
even, it felt like 5
yeah.
minutes. That's how you know it's real.
Hey, you know what? Let's give a shout out to Cali Bullies. They're in the
Yes.
building.
Yes,
Cali Bullies,
You know,
that's
they got
what's
the
up.
bullies out here.
Shouts to Cali Bullies.
I know they're a little camera shy. They ain't
Beefy,
trying to be on
weefy.
camera.
It's all
but
good, it's all good.
Shout out
Much
to
love.
Cali Bullies.
Shout out to-
Shout out to everybody that's watching.
We'll put
Yeah.
a link to all the different
You know what
kennels.
I'm saying?
You feel me?
Yeah.
They're going to be at the show.
And
They
to
got
the
booth
host.
number 3.
Background
So
check.
they're going to be exposing their dogs,
Beefy.
Cali Bullies. Shout out to
Beefy's
Beefy.
really the boss right there.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, Beefy out there doing the magic. He
Man,
got
that's
the
my-
magic
And
stick.
Purebred, he just left, but shout out to him too.
Yeah,
You know?
shout out
Shouts to everybody.
And everybody in this building.
That's what's
With,
up.
with that being said,
Yeah, dude, all that.
Hey, dispensa for being a little bit over character, but just me, my boy, the ADHD
Nah.
sometimes got me like, hey,
No, you're
almost
perfect.
pop
little
locking.
boom right there.
you're perfect.
That's why we need those American bullies to calm you down.
Yeah, they do. They're like,
They do have a calming effect, don't they?
It's always fun at the end.
With that being said, this is your player partner, Lush One. But y'all know me as Uno, and we about this biatch, out this biatch.
right.
See y'all October 26th, Kushstock.
October 26th.
Woohoo!
That's right.
Thank you.
That was dope.
It's my first podcast ever
That was
talking.
dope.
homie.
Yeah, you killed it.
Oh, yeah? Don't lie to me.
No. You
Don't
killed
give me
it.
wings because
No,
I'll
you
sip on
killed
a
it.
Red Bull.
You killed it. I ain't even gonna lie to you.